Friday, December 13th, Friday the 13th, a quick update on the truck. The brake job was the last video I did. The brakes work good. Grinding had stopped. I got to drive it for about 2 days before something happened. I was driving to work the Tuesday after I had posted the video. I finished that work Saturday or Sunday, I can't remember. Almost to work. We're both heading south, and the driver in this lane decides that he wants to make a right turn in front of my vehicle. Blew out his front fender and his headlight. The gentleman and me exchanged pleasantries. He informed me he was a drug dealer and he had warrants. He didn't have time for this. It kept going. Point being to this story is they just don't make vehicles like they did. I had very little damage. I'll show you what happened here. My bumper was already bent down from the previous owners, whoever had done that, and it was one of the things I wanted to fix. I'll show you the damage. I'm not sure if this even existed, but you can see that was it. My bumper was already down like that. A little scrape there. That's the extent of what happened to this truck. The front end, I couldn't even tell that I got in a wreck. So I guess that's the beauty of having an older truck. They can do more damage than they take. So for $8 a month in insurance, this thing was worth it. Long story short, he basically fled the scene, and I really didn't feel like dealing with it. So that night though, I came home and decided to kind of just do a double check on my truck, make sure everything was okay, and I discovered something. So what I discovered was, as I go over the front end of the truck, this is a 4.9 liter straight six, the bulletproof motor, in my opinion. And I kind of thought, you know, I have an idea to do a video because I need to do a gasket replacement on the valve cover. It's leaking, of course it's leaking in the back where you can't get to it, and you got to take off the intake and all kinds of things to get to it. But since it's been leaking oil in the back, but you know, it's a slow leak, let's check the oil, I said to myself. The sun's gonna make it nearly impossible to get this view, but on the dipstick tube, it looked like oil had boiled over and been dripping out. But when I pulled it out, it was milky all the way to the top. It was just foam, coffee, nasty oil. You can't see that, but it does have signs of, what would that be? A blown head gasket. As far as I know, the truck has never been overheated, so it's kind of a mystery, but it does have 245,000 miles on it. So I thought about trying to pull the gas tester, head gasket tester thing, emissions that you hook up to your radiator, let it run, and try to see if you have any exhaust fluid coming through. But I have all the signs. I have the nasty looking oil. When I take the cap off, starting it, it's a little, I just ran it a little bit. I don't want to take it off now, but it boils up, so there's something coming out of it. And I went ahead and revved it up, and I'm just blowing some white smoke. So I get to learn how to change a head gasket on a straight six. I have my Haynes manual, I have my Chilton, and I have YouTube, although there's very little material on YouTube. Now I just need to go to Rock Auto and start buying all the parts. And there's actually, you can just buy a remanufactured, already machined cylinder head for like $280. So if I'm going to do it, I might as well get one that's already done. So it'll have all new everything on it. It's basically a bolt-on. I just will buy new head studs and go from there. I'm probably going to put a new water pump on, new thermostat. If you got it tore down, you got it tore down. So I just wanted to give an update on the old girl. I came over here just to check the lightning because I thought, man, I wonder if I have two blown head gaskets in this truck, because I don't get to run this, but it overheats real quick and it leaks coolant. And every time I want to start working on this truck, something else happens to this one, which is fine, because when I do decide to do this, that'll be a whole ordeal. I'm actually kind of excited to break it down and figure it out. I say that now, but catch me when I actually start the job, I'll probably be fed up. Really don't want to try and take this to a shop to do it, because God knows how much that would cost. And I'm kind of factoring in roughly, after a core charge returning, I could probably get away with doing this whole job with a new water pump, new gaskets, new O-rings for the fuel injectors. I have a long list of different parts that I'm going to replace, and I can do it all for, I think I was at $480, and that's before I get my core. So I could hopefully get this thing done for about $400 after shipping that part back. I don't know, we'll see. This will be the next project. Tonight I'll probably order all the parts, and throughout the Christmas break, I'll be off from work. I'll probably try to tackle this job. That was just a quick update. I've never said this that I can think of, but if somebody finds it interesting, wants to see this project, hit subscribe. It is going to happen this month. So, as always, I'll catch y'all next time.